Everyone talks about fertilizing grass, and that makes sense because companies market products like Ultra Feed, Turf Builder, and Lawn Food. And that's fine and all, but the foundation of a great lawn goes deeper than that. It starts with the soil. Soil is where it all begins, and with a little bit of effort, you can actually change the nutrient values and pH levels to be optimized for growing grass. In this video, I'm going to show you how I tested my soil to see where I was at, and then what I did once I had my results to make my yard even better. There are many soil test kits available, but I bought the double pack of my soil kits from Amazon, and it even comes with a testing probe. Each kit comes with a return envelope, a little dish of water to add your soil to, and a plastic scoop to get the right amount. And easy to follow instructions, which I actually read for once. Hey, real quick, all the products that I'm using in this video are going to be linked in the video description. So if you want more info about anything you see me using, I've always got you covered. By pressing the probe into the ground, it fills with dirt and allows you to extract the sample. This works best if the soil is somewhat wet and soft. I'm doing my testing at the beginning of the season, so in springtime, things are ideal. The goal here is to take multiple samples from different areas of the yard, so I'm just walking around and spreading out my sample areas a bit. My soil recommends not testing too big of an area though. So I'm doing one test for my front yard and one test for my side yard where I'm struggling with some moss. The box that the test came in makes for a perfect soil collection spot, so I'm combining all my samples in there. You can just tap the probe on the side of the box to get the dirt out. Sometimes it gets stuck, and for that I'm using a pick tool that I paid way too much money for to get it unstuck. Gotta love snap-on pricing. With the collected dirt, it's important to remove any roots or grass or anything that isn't soil. You'll see me sifting through here and picking out any junk that might have been mixed in. Next up is to grab the little scoop and get a generous amount in there. Carefully unscrew the lid off the little jar, and I say carefully because I almost spilled mine all over myself. Add in the scoop of dirt and screw the lid back on. Get it on there nice and tight, no cross threading. Seal it in the prepaid envelope and it's ready to go back to the lab. So turnaround time for me was maybe 4 to 5 days, and you create a login on their site and then the results of the test just show up under your profile when they're ready. My results are in and it's time to take a look, and wow, do I have work to do. My pH level is fine, but it's definitely on the higher side and closer to being alkaline than it is acidic. 7 is on the higher side of things, so it does say high, but it's barely high, so I'm not too worried about that. Nitrogen is embarrassingly low, and like Alan Hayne, the lawn care nut, has said for years, nitrogen drives the bus. There's nobody driving my bus. I'm at 3 and I should be between 7 and 18. Yikes. Potassium is another big nutrient, and I'm definitely hanging out on the low end. I'm definitely going to want to boost that number quite a bit. Sulfur is low, and that makes sense with a higher pH. Iron's another big player, and I am stupidly low on that as well. I'm at a 1, and I should be between 4 and 11. I'm going to want to move that number quite a bit. Okay, I've got my soil test numbers. What do I do now? Well, I'm going to start looking at products that are high in what I need and low in what I don't. Pretty simple, right? You hear people all the time suggest various products to throw down on the lawn, and that's great, but if you aren't testing and measuring nutrient values, how do you know what your yard actually needs? You don't. Take lime, for example. Lime is a super popular soil amendment, and I've used it in other parts of my lawn in years past. It's crushed limestone held together in pellet form by an organic binder. Lime is short for limestone, not lime the fruit, and it's used to raise the pH value of the soil. So the generic advice of, throw some lime on there, that'll green it up, that's actually the opposite of what I need to do personally. I'm already at the top end of my pH scale. I don't want to add a product that's going to boost it up further and push it in the wrong direction. I need to add something like sulfur that's actually going to bring my pH level down. And if I didn't test my soil, I would have no idea. Most fertilizers have numbers on them. 3 numbers to be exact. Those are the nutrient value percentages contained in the product for nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. It's all about that NPK, bro. I found this product from Lesco and it's gonna be perfect for what I need. Looking at the bag, you can see the 3 numbers across the front, and it's got a lot of nitrogen, which I desperately need lots of. It doesn't have any phosphorus, which is good because I'm already in the optimal range for that. And it has a good amount of potassium too, and that's another one I need more of because I'm super low. I'm going to add this to my yard using my AgriFab pull behind spreader. Each bag is good for 15,000 square feet, so I'll need 2 bags for my front yard. I'm also going to be using a liquid soil loosener from Simple Lawn Solutions. That's going to help with compacted soil, and it's basically another method of aeration that doesn't involve punching holes in the ground. I'm using my John Deere tank sprayer for that application. I have some Jonathan Green Love Your Soil, and I'll be adding that throughout the growing season too. I'm hoping that that helps with overall soil health in addition to the other products. It's important to keep in mind that changing the nutrient values of your soil takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. The key is testing in the spring to see where your numbers are, using products that have what you need and don't contain a lot of what you don't need, and then retesting in the fall to see if you're moving the needle in the right direction. I hope you got value from this video, and if you did, think about subscribing to the channel. I post videos like this all the time. And hey, thanks for watching.